The negative update when it comes to income driven repayment plan forgiveness, it is still on pause. So we've talked about all of the things that are on pause through the courts. That kind of makes sense, right? Hey, they haven't given you a final ruling. So technically you can't sign up for this plan or you can't make payments under this plan. But this one makes no sense. This is literally just them being obstructive, in my opinion. The Department of Education has said that while this litigation is tied up in the courts, they cannot forgive student loans even if you've met the required payment amounts under plans like income-based repayment, pay-as-you-earn, and the like. Now, their rationale for not being able to do this is because they're saying, hey, during the Biden administration, they made changes to things like the credit towards consolidated loans. They made changes towards things like your ability to get credit for extensive periods of deferment and forbearance. And the new administration feels that some of those rules and allowances and changes were illegal, and that there are people in the system who have credits on their account that should not have been applied if those rules were never allowed to be implemented. And as a result, they're saying that it's taking them time to go through and correct the counts toward those people's totals. And as a result, they need to put a pause on forgiveness in general. Now, there is nothing that implies that this is something that has to be done, but it is what they are going with right now. So fortunately, if you meet your 240th payment or your 300th payment, depending on your plan under income driven repayment, you can just put your loans in forbearance and just wait for this whole thing to hold over. But unfortunately, it may take a good while because as of right now, even if you've done what you needed to do, they are refusing to process that forgiveness. So that's the negative update we got out of the way.